Nishant. Firstly, a warm welcome to you
Hi.
on Filme Shilmy. It's always so lovely to catch up with you, and what a great journey you've had, I think, on OTT and Bigg Boss 15. And I think a whole lot of love from the Nishant squad coming your way. So, huge congratulations on you and all of that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It really feels great.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you deserve the great. So, Nishu, I mean, look, we knew of your work before Big Boss. You know, हम आपके काम को पहचानते थे, especially about your craft as a choreographer. And you always said that you wanted people to know your identity as Nishant Bhat, not just as the choreographer. And I think you've done that very well.
Choreographer,
Um,
yeah.
so how do you
Yes.
feel the journey, your journey can inspire other friends from the choreographer community in presenting their individual identities on a mainstream platform?
Uh, First of all, thank you very much for having me. And after the thing what you asked me, I think choreographers, they have a lot of talent, as in they are not just into dancing, and they are not. It's not only about dancing with them. Like you can explore really what all they can do. Like one of my friend Puneet J Pathak, he went to and did Khatro Ke Khiladi, and he won one season of it. So and first time it ever happened that because see choreographers also have a unique personality, and they have a lot to offer because they're all creative. And this was the first time I think Bigg Boss got a choreographer on the show. So I think now this will definitely help so many other choreographers in the fraternity to come on the show and show their different personality. Like you have seen Nishu like this with my things. There are so many of them out there, like in choreographers. If they get a chance to come to Bigg Boss, I think you will genuinely like them because they all are mad like me. Like I'm so mental only full. So I think there are levels of craziness in the choreographer in choreography world. So I think world will see a lot of them. And us, like see we have like in the show when people and when I had few interviews also, people told me that I played the game well, I was smart in the game and all of that. So I think as a choreographer that helped, because I was a choreographer, it helped me a lot, like how to do things in the house and all. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely going to open different avenues for choreographers if they come on the show and all.
It's interesting. I actually spoke with Pratik, just after he came out of the show. And I think
Mhm.
one thing that I can tell you that honestly, if Siddharth Shukla was alive, I think he'd be very proud of you both, actually. The sort of friendship that you
Yeah.
had, the sort of bond that you both shared, being real. I
Yeah.
think that's what really people
Yeah.
love about
Yeah.
you, Nishant. So I think, yeah,
Yeah.
kudos goes
Yeah.
to you on
Yeah.
that. But
Thank you.
Nish,
Thank you very much.
but the thing is, Nishu, I mean, you've been through a lot in life, right? And I think it's definitely
Yeah.
not been a cakewalk for you in any means whatsoever.
Yeah.
What was that one, uh, hardship that you faced in life that job ke kaam aaya, a big boss ke andar?
See, generally in my before entering Big Boss house, मेरी जो एक journey रही है, as in my personal life, I would say, it has always been difficult. Where I was a dancer before, like I was in a different Marathi industry. Then I came in Hindi industry. Then I was a background dancer. Then it took years for me to become an assistant. Then it took years to for me to become a choreographer. Then it took years to come on a show like Big Boss. And then all that process also, when you do a show like any reality show, it's not just that you have to go and dance. There are shows where you also work behind the camera. So a lot of places where money is used to be problem, then like people used to like though they knew that I'm a talented choreographer, but they never used to give me like I used to lose opportunities because they should think that he has less experience. Then like monetary, it was very matlab, it was okay. And for me it was always like I've seen that hardship. I have like my first payment, if I tell you, it was 200 bucks for one show.
What?
Yeah, 200. Yeah, 200 rupees for first, like my first show was that.
Oh my
So if and Saturday Sunday, if we used to do two shows, so the payment used to be 400. So I have started from 200 rupees. So I know, so in Big Boss house there used to be, because Big Boss house is also real life only. So
God.
in those all these experience in my life which I've already had, and I decided for myself that whenever such situations will ever happen in your life, you have to just fight back. So
Hmm.
when I went to Big Boss house, that was as good as it was. Just that whole cycle came back from like how it started, because in Big Boss house every day you have to like take a step and go ahead. So I think because I have a particular experience, in my life with my profession. I think that really helped me to be like in this house.
My God, 200 rupees just for one show. I mean,
Yeah,
that the value is nothing nowadays. My God,
yeah,
to survive off of that. I mean, God. And you know what, Nishant? I don't know if you remember, but the interview that you we did before you went in, I always mentioned that, behind your smile and behind that mischievousness that you bring, there is a lot of pain. There's a lot of story of struggles that you keep within yourself. Um, after doing Big Boss
yeah.
now, do you feel that that is actually your defense mechanism now in life as well? Or do you think that Big Boss has kind of allowed yourself to be open and show that vulnerability when necessary?
See, honestly, Big Boss for me is a wonderful experience. You know why? Because actually, it let me do what I wanted to do. See, in outside world, you have to get up, you have to go to work, you have to meet friends, party, do this, do that. What's the next project? Okay, then talk about the monies. Arey, budget kam hai, budget zyada hai. You have to do all these things. You know what I mean? In Big Boss house, there is limited food, and this Big Boss actually took me years piche. Like that whole my whole circle of life has completed in Big Boss. The kind of people I have met on the show, the new people I met on the show, people who I already knew from before, and how everything, like the whole system has changed. So I was happy that I was just being myself. See, I'm like this in outside world also. It's
Yeah.
just in outside world there are no cameras, which will capture you 24/7. In Big Boss, there is a camera which will capture you 24/7. So I think it was just that, but there was nothing extra I did which I do in outside world, or which I did there. Here, in fact, like, see, generally over there when I used to have fun, it used to be around those 15 to 12 people. In
Gee.
this world, there are groups I have, as in my dancer group, my choreographers group, my sisters, friends. So I have multi. So my masti and teen pach goes everywhere. So I've been just like this only. I have not done anything extra in that house. It's just, yes, I have my experience helped me a lot in of taking stands and doing things and fighting back and playing smart and all those things. So yeah, I think it was really good.
And I think even the survivor instincts actually really kicked in well when you develop that own one BHK sort of
Yeah,
accommodation within Big
yeah,
Boss, and you had those little
yeah,
pebbles that you
yeah.
were drawing on. Have you got those, by the way? Where are those pebbles that you were drawing on? Have you got
Yes,
those?
I have them. I have kept it in my house. It's somewhere. I have not opened any of the boxes yet. Although so many clothes are there, I have to figure out what to do with those clothes. So yeah, somewhere definitely those pebbles are there because I wanted to take a small memory from that house, and definitely those stones, because generally what used to happen, like when I used to feel upset or very happy or confused or whatever, I used to take that eyeliner and I used to draw it on whatever, when I used to fight with people and nobody used to talk to me in that house. So that time I used to do all that. That one BHK was my area. Like nobody will like can point at me that my area because I have built it. Big Boss
Yes.
ke ghar mein mera ghar. And
Yeah.
I also wanted to do that
And
because
people
nobody has ever
came.
done that.
And people came and settled there also. They followed
Yeah,
suit.
yeah,
So
all
that
of
is
them, all
that
of
just
them.
that just goes to show you are not only a survivor, you're also a leader and you're also an artist. So there's three definitely
Yeah.
wonderful components within you, Nishant, that I think a lot of people
Thank
genuinely
you.
quite admired. But look, I think we've got to talk about hashtag Pranisha, okay? And I think that bond that you all
Yeah,
three of you had was so endearing to watch. It kept a lot of us going, I think, throughout the whole duration of Big Boss 15. And as you know, I think a lot of us have already dubbed you as Harry, Ron, and Hermione of the Big Boss 15 house, which is quite
yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
to see. So I think, but I also, wonder, Nishant, because, you, Pratik, and Shamita, if you think about it, you all three of you have gone through a very, very difficult time in life. I know everyone does, but I feel like your journeys in particular have been quite challenging. So do you think it's been that that emotional challenge past, which is kind of, I guess, simultaneously linked all three of you together because you have faced some
yeah,
sort of
100%. Yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, in that house, what used to happen? Like me, Shamita, Pratik, why our bond is still strong today is because our journey has been in that house for 6 months. 6 months is a lot. Like generally, also in Big Boss, when people do seasons again and again, you do a season for 3 months, 3.5 months, and then you finish the show, you come next year, you get that time to like rejuvenate or whatever. Here from OTT to Big Boss 15, there was no gap, you know. So
Yeah.
for us, like an OTT didn't start well for three of us. As in, me and Pratik were friends, but we were not that thick friends. You know, we were there. The way we were here at this bigger Big Boss, we were not there. And me and Shamita were completely against each other because we used to fight a lot.
Hmm. Right.
We used to fight a lot. So, but when we have spent so much, and when we went to Big Boss, I think whatever situations or scenes or whatever those tasks used to happen, or we were 33 against 13 against 3. So that was the whole thing in the beginning. So we all used to fight together. So that fighting together, yet we three were all different individuals where we all had our different opinions. We also individually used to fight a lot. But I think in the time period of 4 months, I think, you know, how much you'll fight with a person, how much you will do. Then, you know, you start caring about people. You start caring about you just attach with people who you spend so much time with. So I think that happened with me, Shamita, and Pratik, because our bond is like कुछ भी हो जाए, किधर भी हो जाए, भले हम झगड़ा करके बात ना करें, लेकिन अगर टास्क आया, किसी ने किसी पे उंगली उठाई, तो ढा करके हम लोग आके एक दूसरे को बचा लेते थे, एक दूसरे के स्टैंड लेते थे. So
Yeah.
and that is to happen naturally.
Absolutely. Your friendship really did stand the test of time. And I think that picture where you were at Shamita's party and I think you and Pratik were giving a bit of a kiss on her cheek. I think that was such a beautiful moment as well that we saw, which, yeah, it was
Yeah.
so lovely to see that. But yes, go
That
on.
was like a Harry, Hermione, and Ron picture.
Yes.
That boomerang, yeah.
Exactly. You just all you need to do is just maybe get like the uniforms of Hogwarts now, and just add
Yeah.
that to the picture. But no, it was beautiful. I think even that loyalty aspect that I really loved about you and Pratik's friendship was, there was this one jhagra that happened. Okay, but I think when Pratik came out really angrily, and at that point you were not in talking terms with him, so I think you just sat there in the garden with him. You were at a far distance, but you were there with him. You know, there was that one moment I remember, and I just loved that no matter what happened, you guys were there with each other, and loyalty was key. Do you feel dance, Nishant, is your escapism from troubles as well, and from emotional turmoils? Do you feel that's what helps you to escape from like darkness in life as well?
No, for me, it is. I love to create. I love drama. I love creating things in dancing, choreography. I love drama. Like here also, all my friends and all. I have to fight with them. I have to do some or the other thing. That is my thing. So I think these are the things which keeps my mental balance correct. Because if there is no
Mm.
drama, if there is nothing, I can't control my emotions. Then you know what I mean. Like I need to fight with someone. That's my thing. Like I said, I will fight with someone. Then I will like I will go chill with someone. So I and more like more than that, I think when I do choreography, dancing, I create music or dancing, anything. I think that helps me very much.
Right. Now, Big Boss, as a show, Nishant, from the
Mm,
onset has always been about mental strength and games and
mm,
tactics. But it
mm,
seems like for the past few years, it's mostly about relationships and the bonds you create in the house.
mm, mm,
Why
mm.
do you think there is so much onus on bonds and connections nowadays? What do you think has contributed towards this shift on the show?
See, honestly, for me, I don't know about others or what they do on the show. I don't know. For me, it was very clear in my head that I'm going to Big Boss house, and I've seen Big Boss because I've been Big Boss fan for like so many years.
Yeah.
So Big Boss में games तो खेलने ही होते हैं, and it's not that you play games. वो तुम्हें टास्क दिए जाते हैं. They put us in situations. They give us tasks. और इतनी सारी चीजें होती है. Save one, nominate one. So you have to do all those things. And how smartly you save yourself is first thing in that show. Second thing, you can't do that show if you don't have any relationship in that house. Be it friendship, be it brother sister, be it any relationship or friends, anything. You need people to survive for 4 months or 5 months or 6 months in that show. You know, so that you can't do alone. But yes, you can survive with your brains and a strategy and game. But yes, you need people in that house to be with you, sit with you, laugh with you, cry with you, eat with you, do time pass with you,
Mm,
play with you,
yeah.
support you. So you need people. So of course it is a game of relations. It's not that the Big Boss has always been about relation, but yes, Big Boss में relationship के साथ साथ तुम्हें गेम स्ट्रैटेजी, वो भी सारी चीजें खेलना भी आना चाहिए. Otherwise, that's the contribution I think I have given. I had my relations with which were natural, and yes, I played the game throughout the show because I was there to do that, right? And एक होता है ना, स्कूल में हम स्कूल में जाते हैं, हर सब्जेक्ट में फर्स्ट थोड़ी आना होता है, बट हम ट्राई तो करते हैं ना कि मतलब कौन से सब्जेक्ट में अच्छा है, कौन से सब्जेक्ट में अच्छा नहीं होना है. बट इवेंचुअली by the end of the year you decide now who passes or who fails. It's the same funda. And in school also you have friends, you have your enemies, you have those students who you hate, you have those students who you copy from. So yeah, it's the same funda, I think. Bigg Boss.
For sure. You have expressed an interest in becoming a dance show judge. So what qualities do you think you have? I mean, obviously, just to emphasize what you mentioned already, but what qualities do you have, and how do you think that will help you in your role in becoming a reality show judge?
I have been working in industry for past 16 to 17 years. Okay. So I have a lot of experience. I know my job is first thing. I know how to choreograph. I know dancing styles. I have knowledge about dancing. So I think that is first thing. Second, I myself have performed in so many shows and won in so many shows dancing. Have reached finale. I want to contribute that. I want to spread more knowledge to people, to the newer generation, which today they come, they take one style and they do it. But what we already have, like instance history in dance, that is somewhere going somewhere. It's still, some people are modifying it. So I just, because I always upgrade myself in choreography and dancing, that's why I keep working. So I think I have a lot to give to the audience. I have a lot of knowledge to give to the audience and the newer generation which will come, who maybe that's my contribution. That's why I want to be a judge. And yes, I want to be a judge. It's very simple.
I saw your interaction with Kruti actually on Instagram, and I've known Kruti for many years, and she's someone who I consider a friend actually, and it was really nice to see you interacting, and I hope I see you choreographing for a Bhansali film one day.
I want to do that. I so want to do that. I really want to do that, because I think that is something I want to work with. That I want to work with Sanjay Leela Bhansali, because I think what he creates, I am in love with Sanjay Leela Bhansali. As in, even if he says anything, I've jitna bhi videos I've seen, I've never met him. I think I met him once, and whatever work he has is something. Matlab, I can't think, or maybe even if I think like that, I think the way he executes it's amazing, and I think I want to do that. I want to learn that. That's why I want to work with him. And I'm sure the day he works with me, he will love me. I know that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think before you go, Nishant, like I said, people found strength in you in the house. You were, like as Geeta Ma said, you were the counselor of the house. You were the one giving the advice to people. And there were times when you also felt vulnerable and down. But I think when it comes to down points in life, what keeps your morale up? What keeps Nishant Bhat afloat?
I think I'm quite chill in life. I like chilling. I like to do a thing and then chill. But when I'm working, I work. When I'm like anything I do, मैं जो भी करता हूँ मैं शिद्दत से करता हूँ. वो झगड़ा भी मैं शिद्दत से करता हूँ, प्यार भी शिद्दत से करता हूँ, काम भी शिद्दत से करता हूँ, chill भी उतना ही शिद्दत से करता हूँ. So I know how to balance things. I think because I know this balancing, I think I know, I'm sorry, and more than that, I love drinking. So my khamba, yeah. So I think that keeps me floating. Of course, after Bigg Boss, so it's not happening only because I'm not getting time. So I'm chilling, but after 6 months of not drinking and not partying and all, now to do that, it's little off, because Bigg Boss की जो cycle है मेरी अभी भी चल रही है. मैं जल्दी से सो जाता हूँ रात को, मतलब जितने भी बजे नींद आती है जल्दी उठ जाता हूँ. And I think I can't drink anymore. So that's sad. That is one thing I'm upset about, that I can't drink anymore. But yeah, now I will do it occasionally whenever next I'll get time.
Wonderful. But look, I think that's a great way to honestly to sign off as well. And honestly, Nishant, it's very rare we get to see people who are genuinely so level-headed and who have their head in the game as well as in life. And like I said, you've had your darkness as well, your battles with darkness itself, and the way you've emerged from that, I think, is extremely inspiring. And sending a whole lot of love to you from the Nishant squad again. And a huge congratulations, Nishant. Thank you so much for joining me on Filme Shilmy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was really, really nice talking to you. Thank you,
Nishant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.